Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Beaudry Field, home of your Dracut middies. Tonight, the middies will be taking on the Lions of Chelmsford. Chelmsford is coached by first-year coach George Peterson, and your Dracut middies are led by Trevor Knight. Before we play our national anthem, we would like to take a moment of silence in honor of Jake Martin, a dedicated Dracut firefighter who passed away on September 18th. His service and sacrifice will not be forgotten. Please let's take a moment of silence for Jake. Jake, may he rest in peace, and may family, friends, and fellow firefighters find strength during this difficult time. Thank you, Jake. Now, if you face the snack shack in the field where the scoreboard is, we will play our national anthem.
Welcome to Beaudry Field on the campus of Dracut High School for tonight's MVC football matchup between the 1-1 Dracut Middies and the 0-2 Chelmsford Lions. The Middies had last week off after a 50-21 drubbing at the hands of Medfield 2 weeks ago tonight. That was a week after the Middies navigated their way to a 27-6 victory on opening night here at Beaudry against Dover Sherburne. Chelmsford is reeling a little bit after a 41-3 drubbing to a very talented Andover Golden Warriors team last Friday night. This is head coach Trevor Knight's second season at the helm, and he's taken a bold tact of filling his schedule with MVC opponents when only 2 short seasons ago a death cloud hung over the program and the possibility of limiting football was a very clear reality. The Middies have won the toss and elected to receive. Back deep for your Middies is number 13, Miles London, and number 21, Owen French. Kicking off for Chelmsford. It's a short kick. They're going to fair catch it at about the 25-yard line. That was Chad Vigent, the junior wide receiver. So Middies have it 1st and 10 from their 26-yard line.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line, excuse me.
Middies huddle up. Make sure they're on the right page. Vision's coming out to the near side with Andrew Berrios. No wide receivers to the opposite side, single back set. DeLeon in the shotgun. He's going to hand off to Owen French, and French is met in the backfield by number 90 for Chelmsford. That's Kunam Nakansa, a junior tight end defensive lineman, 6'3", 245. That's a loss of about 2 on the play. 2nd and 12. DeLeon goes to the sideline, gets the play, comes back to the huddle. Quickly they break. Vision's coming out to the near hash. Triple wide receivers to this side. They're leaving the backside open. And again, they're going to go to French on a delay. He's going to get back to maybe the 25. So a half yard perhaps. Maybe they'll give him the full yard up to the 25. It'll be 3rd down and 11 for the Middies. And they're going to give him no gain on the play. So it remains 3rd down and 12. 10:54 and counting here in the first quarter at Beaudry Field. Now we have a balanced attack for the Middies. They're going twins both sides, and they're going to get a blitz from this side. DeLeon steps up, tucks it. He's going to get around the 30. He's brought down at the 29-yard line by number 7, Colin Clark, the junior linebacker, 6 foot 185. So he gets 3 yards on the play, maybe 4. They're going to mark it at 4, but it's still 4th and about 6. Middies expected to punt here at 10 minutes and counting in the first quarter. So what they say is true. 0-2 doesn't mean much. You are what your record says you are, but Chelmsford's played some pretty heady opponents, losing to Bishop Fien in week 1, and then Andover last week. Punt is away. Bernardo Freitas, pop-up kick over the 50. They let it drop. They knock down one Middie, and he takes a knee in front of number 44, Aiden Smart. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Chelmsford Lions. Ball's at the 37-yard line, it appears. We'll wait for them to officially mark it, since it's between that 37 and that 38 hash. And they're going to move it up to the 38-yard line, 1st and 10. Chelmsford comes out. They're going to be in a shotgun. Looks like number 10, Michael Canada. Nope, that was number 16. They sweep left. He gets around the end. He's going to get a 1st down and more. He's still on his feet. He's going to be brought down by Lyric DeLeon, but not before he gets over midfield and has a Lions 1st down. Ball will be spotted at the 46-yard line. The correction on the Anthony Moriello is the senior quarterback, a 6 foot, 185-pound prospect. He's going to be in the shotgun with a single back set. Power is to the right of the formation. They're going to hand it off again to number 21. He gets through the Middies defense. He cuts it back. We almost had a horse collar. Really should be called a horse collar. Number 21 on the carry. That's Nate Duggan, senior running back, 5'7", 160 pounds on the carry. He was at the 46. They're going to mark him down at the 36-yard line. So that should be, well, it's only 9. Now they're going to push him forward. They're going to give him 10. So officials timeout, 1st down to move the chains. Lions stay in a power right formation. Single back set. Duggan gets the handoff again. And he's met in the backfield by Dan Jakes. Jakes stops him dead in his tracks. Jake stops him for a loss of 1. Ball's back to the 37-yard line now. Duggan out into the game now. Joseph Nordengren. A little more balanced formation now. 2 wide receivers to the far side, single wide receiver to this side. Step back and pass. He's going to look. He's going to step up. He's going to throw into the gap to number 12 inside the 25-yard to the 24-yard line. That catch was made by Nolan Smith, the junior wide receiver defensive back, 6'3", 165. So clearly, the Chelmsford Lions are using their size to their advantage, height-wise. They might not be as big as some of the other kids, but you're still going to tackle them. So it's 1st and 10. Chelmsford. Ball's at the 28-yard line, 29-yard line. 1st and 10. Balanced attack again. They're going to give it up to Nordengren. Nordengren's met by I got faked by the fake. Quarterback keeper. He gets maybe a yard on the play. Nice fake. I followed the running back. I shouldn't have. Looks like we have an injured midi. Number 75 is coming off with the field. That's Wellington Flores. So it'll be 2nd and 8. In for him is number 72, Benjamin McKenzie. So balanced attack again. 2 wide receivers left. 1 wide receiver to the near side. Nordengren back to pass protect. Oh, the middies get jumped over. Touchdown! Number 8. That's Chris DeRoges, the senior wide receiver, 5'9", 150, just out-leapt the defensive back down the left sidelines. It's an easy 6 for the middies. Here you see he looks him down the entire way. Looks like Lyric DeLeon. No, that was number 9 back in coverage. Just straight up beat Noah Murphy, the sophomore defensive back. PAT pending. And number 17 makes the kick, and they're going to get an additional penalty against the middies for roughing the kicker. That's Patrick McConnell, the senior kicker and punter, 6'1", 175. So that should be assessed on the kickoff, I believe. I think that the Lions will take the points and just force the middies to take advantage of the end zone, probably. They're going to kick it into the end zone, I expect, if McConnell is not hurt. And since he walked off under his own power, we assume he is not. So the middies have their work cut out for them tonight at Beaudry Field, trailing 7-0. 6 minutes into the game, a little less than 6 minutes. So the ball is placed on the middies 45 on the kickoff violation. Looks like we have DeLeon and French back deep. Chad Vigent is up at about the 15-yard line. And he squibs it. Didn't go 10 yards, so that should be a flag, illegal touching. Don't know what the I know what Chelmsford was thinking, but that was just an awful onside kick. It didn't even get, I think, 5 yards. Never mind the necessary 10. So the ball will be placed at the spot of the foul, apparently. 1st and 10 for the middies. So if there was any question about what they were going to do, it's done. Lyric DeLeon comes in from the sideline with the play. Middies need to put the Chelmsford Lions on their heels a little bit. This time on this side, it's Logan Anello is the wide man, the sophomore. On the other side, two wide receivers there. DeLeon looks him down again. Oh, catch looks to be made by Chad Vigent at about the 45-yard line. Nope, that was to number 45, Dan Jakes. So it's a pickup of 4, 2nd and 6. Ball's at the 44. So going out to that wide side. You got Anello again, joined by Andrew Berrios, is the inside on the hash. Single back set, Owen French. French is going to take it. Oh, they get, ooh, caught it, hit at the 50. Nice catch by Andrew Berrios. He could not turn it up and get any yardage. So it's a gain of about 6, and it's going to be a Middies first down. Yes, they're moving the chains, so it's a Middies first down. It's a high throw. He gets just what he needs to get, and he's knocked back by 2 Chelmsford defenders. Nice play by the defenders. I think DeLeon needs to hit it a little more, throw it a little more directly. Ball's in the near hash. DeLeon hands off to Owen French. French is going to go around left end. He switches hands. He meets the linebacker at the 45, number 8. Chris DeRoges is run over. And that's a 5-yard gain, 2nd and 5. No, they're going to mark it down at the 44, so it's a 6-yard gain for the Middies, 2nd and 4. Ball at the Lion 44. So Middies appear to be playing with a little more, not desperation, aggressiveness, we'll call it. DeLeon with French in the backfield. He's going to go pass, gets a free runner. Oh, he throws it across the middle. First down, Middies! How about them apples? Nate Rahm across the middle catches the ball at the 20-yard, the 17-yard line, it appears, maybe the 18. Just look at that pass. He steps up inside, throws off in the air, catches it about the 20, rolls into about the 18. Number 21, Nate Duggan, the senior captain, was on pass coverage at that point. Senior defensive back, doesn't say where he plays safety or corner. I think it's safety. Low snap, DeLeon has it. He's going to throw it up deep. He's got a receiver. He's got Nate Rahm, touchdown! Nate Rahm, 18-yard pass reception for the touchdown. 4:38 to go in the first quarter. Let's see that again. DeLeon goes back, looks it, just throws it. Little sidearm, 3-quarter motion. Rahm, no, seemed to know where he is. No replay on that, so you can't question whether he was fully in, had possession, or any of those things, but all of those things seem to be correct. And now Bernardo Freitas for the PAT. If you remember, Freitas looked like a quad muscle in Middies' last game. Oh, and he missed the kick. He hit the upright, the left upright. So hook. So with 4:38 to go in the first quarter, it's Chelmsford 7, Middies 6 here at Beaudry Field on the campus of Dracut High School. You're watching MVC Action. And we do thank everybody who's watching us live tonight on Channel 22, Dracut Access Television, or watching us on Dracut Access Television's YouTube channel, or even on DracutTV.org, www.dracuttv.org. And the marching Middies are playing the Notre Dame fight song, if you can hear that in the background. And Freitas is coming back out to kick it again. Everybody's tight, so they're looking, expecting another onside kick. And he kicks it away to about the 10-yard line where it's taken by the Lions. They're going around the left side. Oh, they're still fighting for Middies. They're trying to strip the ball from number 8, Chris DeRoges. He takes it from the 10 all the way out to about the 35, 37-yard line where he's finally brought down. Middies, I think, needed to focus more on making the tackle than making the strip sack. But it is 1st and 10. He didn't go all the way, so the Middies will start out on defense from their own 38-yard line where they're going to move it. Quick handoff to number 21. He's going around the wide side. Middies. Oh, the Middies keep their nice play by the Middies defense there. Whole host of them. Dan Jakes amongst them. Number 21, Nate Duggan had the carry. They kept lane integrity, so they forced him outside, outside, and outside till the sideline was the only place he could go. So it's 2nd and 10 now. And they're looking out. He's going to take off and run. Jakes needs to turn and catch. And Jakes does, but not before. It's a Lions first down. Anthony Moriello looked twice, and then made a quick decision and took off. The Middies were worried about their pass coverage, which they should be, but nobody kept the eyes on the quarterback. So it's 1st and 10. Ball's at the 49-yard line of the Lions. Under 3 minutes and 45 seconds remaining. Quick handoff up the middle again, and he's met by a host of Middies. Down low and hitting hard is number 26, Jordan Indafor. Nice tackle. Loss of about 2 yards on that play. Ball is placed between the 48 and the 47. So we'll say 1.5 yard loss. Lions looking at the sideline to get the call. 2 wide receivers to the near side, single wide receiver to the far side. Moriello still getting the call. Looks like settled now. Looks like number 4, Nordengrim, is the single back set to the offset left of the quarterback. He steps back. He's going to throw out to the outside. Oh, fumble! Lyric De Leon doesn't get it. Oh, what was that, Middies? The ball was fumbled. If they say he caught it, then it's fine. If they say it was no catch, but either way, the Middies had their opportunity to fall on that ball, and the ball's back to the 44-yard line. So he makes a football play, gets stripped, and then that's number 12 for the Middies, who did not get his hands on that football. Mason Rahm, the freshman. Moriello takes the pass, near side hash. 3 wide receivers to the far side, single wide receiver to the near side. He's going to look to that far side. He's going to try and air it out. Oh, he gets it over the Middies defender, and he's running down the sidelines. Can anybody catch him? Not tonight. Touchdown, Lions. 2:02 to go in the first quarter. The Middies blew their coverage. Gable Gray, the senior wide receiver, 6 foot, 180 pounds, takes it 56 yards for the touchdown. 3/4 inch, right over the outstretched arms of number 5 for the Middies. Darren Dorenzen had a chance at that one, just could not knock it down. PAT is pending. And that PAT is up and through, so it's 14-6. Chelmsford Lions lead with 1:59 remaining in the first quarter here at Beaudry Field. You're watching Merrimack Valley Conference football here on Channel 22, Dracut Access Television. So the Middies need to rebound at this point. They need to start bailing the water out of their boat to get the ship rising. No need to panic, but they certainly need to play a we over me type of attitude. They all have to be on the same page. They all have to try and come back together. French and Lumsden back deep. Ball is placed at the 40, so it'll be a straight kick. Number 17, Patrick McConnell, is to kicking off. Is he going for it again? He's going to kick it away this time. He kicks it over to Owen French, who takes it inside the 10 at about the 9. He's coming to the wide side. He gets cut under at about the 16-yard line by number 4, Joseph Nordengren, the senior captain, 5-time 165 linebacker. So Owen French couldn't run him over, couldn't run past him. He was in pursuit with several other Lions teammates. So he got 7 yards on the pickup. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Middies. 1:51 to go in the first quarter, correction. Middies jog out. Chad Vigent will be to the far side. Looks like he's limping just slightly. French and DeLeon in the backfield. 2 wide receivers to the near side, 2 wide receivers to the far side. Just trying to stunt around the edge. DeLeon gets out of there. He waves, he wobbles. He's going to take off. He's across the 25, across the 30 to about the 31. He's hit out of bounds, and we have a personal foul, late hit on the Chelmsford Lions. That was just silly. Personal foul. So I expect number 21 grabbed him and took him down out of bounds. That's Nate Duggan. The senior should know better. What are they pulling the flag? Apparently they're saying that he started the hit inbounds and carried it out of bounds. Trevor Knight wants an explanation to that, and so do I, because I just don't see it. He easily could have let up. This is the 3rd time I've seen it, and I'm sorry. He's carrying him out of bounds. He knows it. He's past a coach. That's clearly a personal foul. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. George Peterson, I'm sure, is happy for it, but the Middies can't be. So it's 1st and 10 for the Middies. Ball at their 31-yard line. Shotgun snap. DeLeon hands it off to Owen French, who takes it up the middle, maybe gets a yard. He's still pushing the pile. And all of it, the only people who are in there trying to push are his linemen. The wide receivers on the far side didn't come back to block for him, didn't try to push that pile, and they needed to. So ball's out to the 33. You're going to give him 2 yards on the carry. So it'll be 2nd and about a long 8, short 9. DeLeon's alone in the backfield. Just takes the snap, looks. DeLeon goes out to the left. He needs a blocker. Chad Vigent throws him a block. Gets across the 40. He's thrown out of bounds again. And they're still not going to call a foul. But he's out to the 40. So short of the 1st down, it'll be 3rd down, I believe, in a long 2, short 1. Really, it's truly 2. So again, I think the Lions get away with 1. So we're playing on the margins tonight. Middies need to bull rush through somebody right now. Set a tone. With 39 seconds to go in the first quarter. DeLeon's going to step out, step in. He escapes another one. He's still looking. He throws it across the middle to Chad, who's the receiver. Yes, Chad Vigent for the 1st down. Ball out to the 46-yard line. Sat in that pocket inside the hash, just right by the D, and catches it. You can look at that. He should have been sacked there, really. DeLeon throws across his body, which is never a smart thing, but gets it to the 46. So it'll be 1st and 10 Middies. 14 seconds and counting. I think they're going to run it. Yes, they are. They're jogging over to the sideline, so they're going to let the quarter run out. And after one quarter complete here at Beaudry Field, it's Chelmsford 14, Dracut 6. You're watching Merrimack Valley Conference football here on Channel 22, Dracut Access Television, live from Beaudry Field. And so we're back now for second quarter action. Middies have 1st and 10 at their own 46. Single back set looks to be Owen French. 2 wide receivers to the far side, 1 wide receiver to this side. They're going to hand it off to Owen French. He's going to lower his head, get across the 50 to about the opposite 47, maybe the 46. I think they'll mark it out at the 47, but that's just a straight up bull rush for the future college lacrosse player. French is already committed as a lacrosse recruit. I think to Merrimack College, if I remember correctly. I might be wrong. But that just shows some toughness to lower your shoulder pads and punish the defender. So it looks to be about 2nd down and 3 yards to go for the Middies. Single back set. And it's number 8 this time. He's going to take it. Goodbye. See you later. Number 8. Built in for the touchdown. 47 yards to open the second quarter. We have a 14-12 Lions lead. PAT pending. Bernardo Freitas jogging out onto the field to kick it up. And looks like Trevor Knight is calling for the single. 1 point. So, best case scenario will be 14-13, but the Middies are showing some big playability. Freitas with the kick is up, and it's blocked. So, at 11:04 of the second quarter, it is Chelmsford Lions 14, your Dracut Middies 12 here on Dracut Access Television's Channel 22. That ball just never got up. I can't see. Maybe it's number 53 it looked like had his hand up. He certainly raised his hand as if he had blocked that kick. And that would be James Sweet, a 5'10", 175-pound defensive lineman. So, the Middies will kick off again. Back deep for Chelmsford. Looks to be number 4, Nordengren, the senior captain. And number 21, Duggan, another senior captain. And the kick is brought up the middle. Oh, nice blocking by Chelmsford. The ball is out to, looks like the 45-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. So 45-yard line. Moriello gets the call. He jogs out with his teammates. Looks like they're going to keep a single back set. Nate Duggan. 3 wide receivers to the far side of the field, the near side for them. Fake handoff, quarterback keeper. Moriello takes it up across midfield to maybe the 49.5. So yes, they're going to mark it out at the 49 of the Middies. 2nd down at about 4. An even 4, no long, no short. Moriel gets it. He's got Nate Duggan in the backfield with him. Remains trips to the far side, single wide receiver to the near side. Fake handoff again. No, he's going to hand it to Duggan this time. Duggan cuts up, 1st down and more. He breaks a couple of Middies tackles. Dan Jakes was in pursuit, but he's actually taken down by, Can't really tell. I think that's number 5 or maybe number 15. So again, they fake the handoff again. Quick, keep it. Give it off at the last second. Clear a nice option. Number 40 on the tackle for the Middies. And that lone sailor is, there's no 40 on the roster. So anybody's guess. What else is new? Handoff again. This time it's number 4, Nordengren. He gets it across the 25-yard line for a gain of about 5, it looks like. We'll see where they're spotting it. Do we have an injured Middie, or is everybody just slow getting up? 5 for the Middies is at the bottom of that pile again. That's Darren DeRenzen. So it's 2nd and 5. First down marker is just short of the 20-yard line. Single back set. They're going to hand it off to Nordgren. He's going to cut up. He's going to be carrying Chad Vigent and a whole host of middies. Somebody needs to jump on that pile and stop it. And he bulldogs his way down to about the 11-yard line. Needed to get to the 20, was on the 24. Looks to be a gain of about 13. Middies need to do some leg work, apparently, in the weight room, because that just should never happen. That many guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 52 for the Lions, pushing the pile. Jack Myers, and now Moriello tries to take it. He tries to bowl over the Middie defender. And number 6, wait a second, turnover? Did he come up with the football? Show me that again. I don't see what number 15 apparently came up with that football. Show me that again, because I didn't see him pull it out. Nice pay by Reese Pantal, if that's in fact Reese. They get bowled over the play before it, and then they start ripping at the football. I criticized them earlier in the game for doing that and not tackling, but they get the turnover this time. So they have it 1st and 10 on their own 11-yard line, maybe 10 and a half. And jogging out to the far side is this near hash is Logan Anello. So they're going to look way outside the hashes. I don't know if that's a fake. DeLeon lets it ride. Oh, incomplete to number 2, Nate Rom. Rom has that earlier touchdown down this right sideline here. So it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Middies. And I noticed the Chelmsford Pop Warner coaches are here. I see Lowell Police Officer Timmy Whalen, who's one of the B division, I believe, Pop Warner coaches over in Chelmsford. So 2nd and 10. He looks wide out again. It's a short pass, tight coverage. So the ball was intended for number 1, Andrew Berrios. And tight coverage there was Nordengren. So it's 3rd and 10 now for the Middies. So the turnover means nothing if they can't at least get some yardage and move forward. I think everybody expects pass, but wouldn't be surprised by a quick hitter run from Owen French to try and get them away from their goal line and give Freitas room to punt if they don't think they can convert. Middies see blitz. Do they pick it up? Double blitz. He throws it behind. Who's he got? Somebody. Oh, he's got Owen French, who's going to get met at the 19-yard line where he's put down, looks like by number 8 or number 6. I think it's Evan Caney, the senior defensive back, who drops him about 3 yards short of a first down. Smart call is to punt it away, not to try and risk it. But no, the Middies are going with Dan Jakes and Indiffer, I believe. Jordan Indiffer coming in. DeLeon gets the play call. So it'll be 4th down and about 2 yards to go. Middies are going to put Anello to this near side. He's coming way outside, out to the numbers. He's going to be spotted by the official. He's good. Blitz coming from that same strong side. They got him. They didn't snap the football. And there you got it. I think you got encroachment is what I could see. We'll find out. Middies tight. Oh, Middies call timeout. So it's timeout for the Middies. Their first of the half. They've got 2 remaining, trailing 14-12. They're going to talk this over ever so quickly. I think twice in his cadence he had Chelmsford Lions offsides and did not get a flag from the officials. So maybe if they had snapped the football, they would have gotten the encroachment penalty. But wouldas, couldas, and shouldas don't count. And so what do the Middies do? Wellington Flores back out there, 72. Benjamin McConsey, the senior lineman. Bernardo Freitas down there to punt. They've got no gunner. This formation shows no gunner, so is it a true punt? You got Cole Tierney-Honan is one of the up men protectors. Do you throw it behind him? All the Lions. Oh, it's a high snap. He gets the kick away. Chad Vigent's going to follow it down, but it doesn't get out to anywhere near the 40. It gets out to the 38 where it's downed by the Middies. So a bad snap, high snap, miss greasy fingers, doesn't allow him to get it, loses 5 yards on his approach to the football, and then is able to get it out at least to the 38. Maybe it's a 42-yard kick, but the net really is about 38. It'll be 1st and 10. Moriello hands off to 21, Duggan. Duggan's going to be met at the corner by Lyric DeLeon. And then number 26, Jordan Indiffer. Indiffer pops his helmet off of him. Gets encouragement from Coach Matt Macy, I believe. And it'll be second. They're giving him 2 on the play. So it'll be 2nd and 8 from the 36-yard line now. 3 wide receivers to the far side, single wide receiver to this side. Moriello's trying to get it. He's going to roll out right. He's going to roll out. He's going to roll out. He has a receiver. Jakes takes him out of bounds, I believe that is. Yes, Dan Jakes with the tackle, short of the 1st down, so it's going to be ball placed. It looks to be the 32-yard line. They need to get to the 29, so it'll be 3rd and 3 now for the Chelmsford Lions. Single back set. Middies showing blitz. They don't get there. They step through it. Oh, McConsey misses the tackle. They miss another tackle. Lyric DeLeon's going to have to push. And the ball's going to be inside the 10-yard line. I don't see any flags on the play, so it's going to be balls placed at apparently the 1-yard line. Moriello on the keeper. He steps up and through. 75 had a chance at him. Wellington Flores. He steps there. Doesn't step out until the 1, and he's knocked out at that point by number 4, Logan Anello. But it'll be 1st and goal. Wait a second. They're marching back, so I missed something. So not quite sure what happened, but they're going back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and 3. So the Middies took a penalty. The Lions get called for a penalty, which brought the play back. There's no mark off on that, so it remains 3rd and 3. Snap is low. Snap is down. He was down. He was down. And the sack will be accredited to number 5, I believe. Darren Dorenzen. Oh, no. Looks to be number 6. So I take that back. Evan Zarowski will get credit for this sack. And differs there. And, yes, it was number 6. So he was the first one to touch him. So Evan Zarowski, I believe, gets credited with the sack on the play. Jordan Indiffer make it a half on that. And so now it's 4th and 9. Lions are going to go roll out left. We might have a hold. No, they got him. Oh, they tackle him, but is he short or is he on the line? Let's wait for the measurement. Let's wait for the spot. They're going to give it to the 26-yard line. So that looks to be a Lions first down. And they're moving the chains. So, yeah, he was maybe, I think it was really the 27-yard line. And, yep, I am correct based on my monitor. Thank you, gentlemen, for the monitor. It's clear, too. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Lions. Middy showing blitz again, and they get through the line. They will let. That was like a screen pass, but it was a run. McConsey at the Wellington Flores at the bottom of that pile, and Differ down there as well. And Differ slow to get up. He's limping. Coaches should get him off the field. But that was an excellent defensive play by the Middies for a gain of 0. I think Nordegren was it. Middies were late with the substitution. Did they force him to call a timeout? Middies have to call their second timeout with 4:43 to go here in the second quarter, trailing by 1, apparently. But it's actually 2. It should be 14-12. We'll clue in Mr. Steck to correct that. And so the Middies need to regroup. And Differ is limping around the sideline, so they had to substitute him in. I think number 75, Wellington Flores, is in there. Well, I see him walking back out there. And Aaron Nem is also out there. So Middies trail by 2. The scoreboard has been corrected with 4:43 to go in the second quarter. Middies trailing by 2. And so it's 2nd down and 10 for the Lions. Single back set. Moriello with Nate Duggan. He hands off to Duggan. Middies keep land integrity, but he cuts up and in. Oh, and they're going to have a horse collar on that one. So good blocking on the outside for the Lions allows him to cut up inside and get a long gain for a first down. Ball is placed at about the 10-yard line. See, Middies should be there. You keep your land integrity. Aaron Nem gets caught inside. Can't get off his block. Moriello hands off to Nordengren. Nordengren fires it out there. And one Lions blocker took his defender into the end zone. I believe that looks like 88 to me. Angus Sullivan, the tight end. And they take it again. Moriello, touchdown, Lions. Moriello on the quarterback keeper. That's a 10-yard touchdown. And the Middies now trail 20-12. PAT pending. Nope, Nordengren had that football. He just took it straight up the middle. No problem. Middies had nobody down low to knock him down. My apologies. McConnell to kick. Looks to be two yards back. He gets the ball up, and it's in and over the end zone stands. So the lead is extended to 21-12 now for the Chelmsford Lions with 4:10 to go in the second quarter. Middies need to put the sail up on their ship and get sailing across the rough waters here at Beaudry Field. It's not as easy as sailing rowing across Beaver Brook, but Middies have to find something. McConnell to kick off, ball placed at the 40-yard line. He counts his numbers, he's got 11. His close side is Chris DeRoges is the gunner on this side. Looks like 6 on the other side, Evan Canny. Kicks it away. It will be taken by Owen French at about the 15-yard line. Jumps up, he's gonna try to go wide left. Cuts it back up the middle, met by about 3 Lions tacklers, where he's finally pushed down to the ground at about the 15-yard line. Spot should be, they're going to spot him at the 20-yard line, so the push back of 5 yards isn't held against him. As he kept trying to churn his legs, he didn't really try to run backwards. 1st and 10 Middies, 4 minutes, 3 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Middies come out. Owen French, Lyric de Leon in the backfield. Wide receiver far side, out on the hash. 2 wide receivers to this side. Looks like it'll be Chad Vigent, and is a handoff to Owen French. He's straight up the middle. Tuck that football. Owen French across the 50, across the 45. Ball shall be placed about the 42-yard line. 1st and 10 Middies. Nice play by. So that's 38-yard carry from Owen French. DeRoges on the tackle, took with him number 12, Nolan Smith as well. Not the Nolan Smith who I believe plays for the Philadelphia Eagles. This is a much younger and smaller version. .6'3", 165, so the height might be the same, the weight clearly isn't. So it's 1st and 10, Vigent to this near side. Berrios, I believe, is inside receiver on this side. Single back, Twins on the other side too. De Leon takes a quickie. Nope, pass is deflected by number 8. Nice play. Chris DeRoges, the senior defensive back, undercuts the route and knocks the ball away. He had a receiver there, but he underthrew it. And at 3/4, he just didn't get enough under it, enough on it. De Leon gets the call for Trevor Knight, comes back into the huddle. It's a nice throwing motion, but needs to get some fire and power behind it. Had a receiver. De Leon steps back. He's under pressure. He steps through. He steps out. He weaves his way out of there. He's still looking. Still looking. He throws a wobbler intended for Chad Vigent. It's incomplete. That ball was out of bounds. Vigent had no chance of catching that. He had a bigger chance of catching the sideline first. So it's now 3rd down and 10 from the 42. 2:54 and counting here in the second quarter. De Leon meets with Trevor Knight. Knight in his Carolina blue Nikes. What do we have here? Nobody was covering. So Chelmsford set, Middies are set. What do they got? Owen French single setback. Halfback back there to cover. Nobody's picking up the blitz. Oh, and it's a sack, a bad sack. He's dropped at his own 38. He kept weaving backwards trying to make a play. That's the classic Drake May move. So that was a loss of about 16 yards on the play. It'll be 4th down. And we have a timeout on the field, it appears. So they're going to place the ball actually at the 45-yard line. DeLeon steps back. He steps back. He tries to weave. Can't get past Nate Duggan. Nate Duggan continues to try. I don't know. I think he got a generous spot on that, unfortunately. But ball will be placed at the 45-yard line. And the Middies, I expect, will punt here with 2:29 to go in the second quarter. 4th and 22 is what the scoreboard says. Bernardo Freitas back to punt. He's going to put his tiptoes on the 29-yard line, hoping for a good snap this time. Don't know who the long snapper is. I'll see if I can catch it and follow the play simultaneously. That ball is high too. Freitas gets the ball away, but it's a tower. Chad Vidgen's going to follow it along with several teammates. The ball will be down at about the 21, maybe the 22-yard line. Yes, they're going to mark it at the 22-yard line. So, yet again, the snap doesn't benefit them, but he does get away a decent and okay punt. I mean, at 22, it's 28 there. 33-yard punt. So ball is 1st and 10 at the Middies 22. Oh, the Lions 22, my correction. 2:17 to go. DeLeon has the deep wide receiver. They're going to throw it over the middle. Inside. Vidgen makes the tackle after Lorenz and Reese Pintalis faked out of his shoes. We'll call it juked out of his shoes. So it's 2nd and about 2. Moriello takes it. Oh, they're finding seams in this Middies defense. Breaks a tackle. He's gone. Lyric DeLeon has to tackle him. Lyric DeLeon can't take him down. But correction, 2 Middies do. Logan Anello makes the tackle in conjunction with number 9, Noah Murphy. So it'll be 1st and goal for the Lions. Ball's at the 9-yard line. So Anello and Murphy didn't give up on the play because it clearly looked like he was gone running all day home and all day long. Quick snap. They faked. Oh, they missed. They've mishandled the snap. And he's going to drop down at the 15-yard line. Number 6 for the Middies. Evan Zarowski gets credit for the tackle on the play. Chad Vidgen coming out to the sideline. So it'll be 2nd down and goal. Ball's at the 15 now. Moriello gets the call. Single back set. Nate Duggan is back there with him. They look a little uncertain, not quite sure what they're doing, whether they're counting seconds or what. Moriello looks again. Oh, he breaks a tackle. He breaks 2 tackles. He breaks 3 tackles. He breaks 4 tackles. Do we have a touchdown? Let's see what the official calls. Touchdown, Lions. So the Middies get run over again. Steamrolled by the mighty Lions. Look at the replay. Moriello steps up. 74, Aaron Nem has a chance. Jakes has a chance. Logan Anello has a chance. Last chance ranch was looked like number 9, Noah Murphy. None of them could wrap and tackle. So it's a Lions touchdown with 42 seconds to go in the second quarter. PAT for McConnell pending. Kick is up. Kick is through the uprights and good over the stands. And so the lead is extended to 28-12 here at Beaudry Field with 42 seconds to go in the second quarter. What do the Middies have in their bag of tricks? It can't be Trevor Knight putting a uniform on and coming out and throwing. Can't be dropping anchor. So the middies have to get tough. Play like a team, we over me. French and Lubston off to the near side of the field. They're both over to this side of the hash. Well, French looks to be at the mid. He's going to take it. Oh, he misses the punt. Jeez. He's going to get wrapped up at the 11 and taken down by a host of middies, led by number 12, Nolan Smith. So that's a bunch of Lions. And there's a flag on the play. What do we got? And on whom? Could be anything. So they're looking at the 13-yard line. Personal foul on the Lions. So it's a 15-yard penalty. They're going to march it off from the spot of the foul. That actually was the 17-yard line I'm looking at. So that should take it out to about the 33-yard line. So it's the 28-yard line. So it was only a 10-yard penalty, not a 15 as I assumed. French and DeLeon in the backfield. 36 seconds to go. Meady's in shotgun. Timeout, George Peterson and the Chelmsford Lions. So he needs to get, Coach Peterson appears to need to get a point across to his Lions right now, leading by 16. Trevor Knight is rather soft-spoken at the moment, talking very calmly to his players. Matt Machia in there as well. So the middies have to have something up their sleeve. This is actually, I think, beneficial to Trevor Knight, where he can call a play if he didn't already call one as they were prepping for the kickoff. But of course, his quarterback's out there on kick return and kickoff coverage. So Middy's going to put two wide receivers to the far side, two wide receivers to the near side. Logan Anello is the near side receiver on outside the hash. Looks to be a blitz by Chelmsford. 75 comes in. Oh, he threw it right to the linebacker, number 7. What was that? Colin Clark, the junior linebacker, 6'1", 185, stood there, said, "Thank you, Daddy," and I'll take that home. That's just a bad pass, a bad decision by Lyric DeLeon. Throws it off his back foot. I think it had to be intended for Logan Anello. Logan Anello was not there. He threw it to a spot, which makes some sense, but you got to count on your receiver being able to get to that spot first. And it's never a good thing because he would have gotten lit up. Anello would have gotten lit up in that case. So it's 1st and 10, ball at the 22 for the Lions. I think they'll go for the jugular at this point. I don't anticipate in shotgun they're going to rest on their laurels. And Moriello's back. He's looking. He steps up. He steps up again. He fakes him out. He's going for the touchdown. Nobody's going to touch him. 22-yard touchdown for the Lions. 17 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Middies are in, getting routed. McConnell for the PAT. He's going to kick. Bad snap. He's going to roll out. I'm not sure this wasn't an intended play. He's going to throw way back across the middle. Oh, Middies tapped it. Dan Jakes had it. Lyric De Leon was underneath it, and he couldn't come up with it. It would have been a foot race all the way down to the other end. It would have been 2 points for the Middies, but not this time. So instead, the Lions will take it out to the 40 and kick it off to your Middies, leading 34-12 here at Beaudry Field. You're watching Friday Night Lights, Dracut Access Television's coverage of Merrimack Valley Conference football, Chelmsford versus Dracut, here at Beaudry Field. And the kick teams come back. Knight and Logan Anello having a quick conversation on the sidelines. I don't know whether looked like Anello initiated that, but maybe Trevor Knight did, telling him what he could have done better. And there's a flag on the play as the ball drops in front of Lyric De Leon at the 10. It appears to be offsides on Chelmsford, so they're going to move it back 5 to about the 35-yard line, I believe now. And yes, the official is, I believe it's the back judge, is pointing at the 35. So put your tee down at the 35-yard line and let's do this all over again. Clock does not start as the whistle was blown, as the ball was in flight. And truly the clock does not start until the offensive player gains possession or touches him and makes a move. So ball's at the 35 now. McConnell to kick off again. Number 2, Sky DeJesus, junior defensive back and quarterback, encouraging his team. Ball's away again. It's up the middle. Lyric De Leon has it. He tucks it. He goes straight up the middle. He tries to cut over to the right. He gets around the end. He gets out to a 42-yard line where he's knocked out of bounds by number 4, Joseph Nordengren. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Middies with 11 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Ball will be placed at the 33-yard line. Correction, that was Miles Lumsden, apparently. So number 13 is Lumsden. Number 10 is Lyric De Leon. Middies look to be going for it as they're in a shotgun with Owen French back there. Chad Vigent, single wide receiver, 2 wide receivers to the far side. He hands off to Owen French. French is going to get to the sideline. Oh, he pops. The ball goes out of bounds over the Middies bench with 5 seconds remaining. So even Owen French cannot hold on to the football at this point. Nice pop, in fact. And number 1, Gable Gray, 6 foot, 180-pound defensive back, popped on that ball. Looks like Gable Gray is also a captain on this team, so no surprises. Now Chad Vigent is the near side receiver. Owen French, single back offset to the left. Lyric De Leon takes a low snap, gives it to French again. French cuts, and he's going to get brought down at about the 46-yard line, but that's the end of the half. So, after 2 quarters complete here at Beaudry Field on the campus of Dracut High School, it's the Chelmsford Lions 34, your Dracut Middies 12. You're watching Dracut Access Television's coverage of Merrimack Valley Conference football on Channel 22. We'll be back after a short intermission break. You can watch the Dracut Marching Middies perform their halftime show. And we're back for second half action here at Beaudry Field with your host Middies, trailing by 22. Middies won the toss, so they will kick off this time to the Lions to open the second half. Bernardo Freitas putting down the football at the near hash mark at the 40. Back to receive for the Chelmsford Lions. Number 8 and number 21. So that's Krista Rogers and Nate Duggan. Counts his members. Kicks it away, squibs it. It's going to roll down to about the 15 where it's taken by Duggan, I think? No. Oh! Take that back. That was number 8, Krista Rogers. Taken down by number 11 for your Dracut Middies. That's Bryce Kinnell. Freshman, correction. Bryce is a junior, a sophomore. Don't want to age him too much. If you know the Kinnell name, his uncle Jabba was a quarterback on the Super Bowl champion Middies of 1988 as a sophomore. He was just behind Jeff Halko and had a pretty nice basketball, baseball, and football career here at Dracut High School. Moriello shotgun alongside Nate Duggan. Quick handoff. He's going to cut back. Middies don't follow it. Middies trying to strip it. And they get their legs straightened up, but luckily there were just enough of them to take him down. Lyric de Leon, correction. Miles Lumsden at the bottom of that pile. Reese Pintal made the first connection. So they're expanding their bench, it appears. This is Pintal's and Bryce Kindle's first varsity action, to the best of my knowledge, unless they played it down in Medfield. Second down, same formation. Twins to the far side, single wide receiver to this side. Quick handoff again. Up, he breaks through, he kneels and deals across the 40-yard line to about the 39. That's Nate Duggan, crushing the Middies defense yet again. So it's 1st and 10. He just dekes and dunks. The Middies just can't get in front of him. Evan Zarowski had a chance at him. He got run over just at the end, but luckily was saved by a teammate. Lumsden has the near side receiver. Anello has the far side receiver. Quick handoff again. They're going to gash the Middies. Oh, underneath. He gets it again. And a Lion loses his helmet and his mouthpiece on the weak side of that formation. But ball's now at the 25. First down again. Middies are getting gashed by the Lions' running attack. So whatever the halftime adjustment made was, it's not working yet. Kieran Presley has to make a quick adjustment here. He's giving hand signals, pounding his chest, putting a single finger up. Here he goes again. This time they stop him, but not before he gains 3. Nate Duggan again, trying to penalize the Middies. So it's 2nd and 8. So Andover took out their frustrations on the Lions last week. It looks like the Lions want to get some MVC revenge by taking the paddle to these Middies. I was going to say mighty. Shotgun snap again, handoff on a sweep. Middies hold up, get faked again. Reese Pintal gets faked. The bottom of that tackle is Miles Lumsden, joined by Darren Dorenzen. Middies are getting gashed by the run. They go weak side, they go far side. Middies lower their helmets. They lower their face masks. They all they can see is the ground. They need to keep their heads up and run through a ball carrier. Elementary football. I heard Coach Macia say it 2 weeks ago. They need to start playing varsity football, not elementary football. Shotgun snap again. This time the back is number 4, Nordengren. Hand off to Nordengren. He's going to break it right up the middle. Touchdown! So, 12-yard touchdown for the Lions. 8:35 to go here in the third quarter. Lead is extended to 40-12 with a PAT pending. Nothing special about that. Take it straight up the middle, run right through the Middies linebackers. Evan Zarowski had a chance at him in the backfield. He just ran right past him. Zarowski didn't wrap. Zarowski doesn't chase. McConnell with the kick. Out of the waiting hands of Duggan. It's good. So it's 41-12 now for the Lions here at Beaudry Field. They are putting a licking on the host Middies.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And so Lumsden and French go back to the 10-yard line. Zarowski in the middle at the 20. Up back, far side appears to be Chad Vigent. Near side appears to be number 8. Ball is kicked out of bounds. That's a penalty. It almost made it over the fence, it looked like, from here. So the ball went out of bounds at the 24-yard line. So 2 options for the middies. I think they're going to take the ball out. Legal procedure is the true call on the play. First down for the middies. Where are they going to spot it? Official is standing on the 35-yard line. So that appears where he's going to drop the football. And they got to change footballs because that's the Chelmsford kicking football, and they go to the far hash. Correction. They got the ball correct. It's near hash, far hash. Nate Rom is the receiver on this side. 2 wide receivers to the narrow short side. High snap. DeLeon keeps it. He's going to try to get outside. Nate Rom appears to give him a block. Gets out to about the 38, maybe. Gain of 3 before he's upended by number 8 for Chelmsford. That's Chris DeRosiers again. DeRosiers is a workhorse on defense for these visiting Lions. So the ball's out at the 39. They gave him 4. DeLeon has the play. He's checking his elbow. He's talking to Owen French. Playing for the near side. Single wide receiver to this side. Keeping 2 wide receivers to the far side. They're blitzing again. Number 4 gets picked up on the blitz. Owen French bashes some people. Gets the first down. Across the 46 to about the 47 before he's taken down by number 55 for Chelmsford and number 4. That's Nordengren and Hunter Hoffman. So 1st and 10 middies, balls at the 47-yard line. Looks like DeLeon has to put himself back together. No, that's Nate Rom. Looks like it's a receiver's glove and a shoe tie. DeLeon gets the call from the sidelines. Quick to the line, trailing by 29. They better start scoring, and scoring quick and in bunches. Chelmsford appears to be playing a soft zone coverage. High snap again. Oh, there's way too many people there. They're going to knock him back. Loss of about 7 on the play, maybe only 6. That carry was by number 8, filled in. And actually going to mark him down at the 43-yard line, so it's only a loss of about 4 yards, but it makes it 2nd and 14. Middy's going in the wrong direction. Now in the game, Darren Dorenzen in there. He looks like a tall freshman. They list him as a tight end, so he could very well be 5'11", maybe 6 foot tall. Middy's shotgun snap. This snap is good. DeLeon throws it out of bounds. Yep. Tried to throw it to Nate Rom. Nate Rom went up and tried for it, but didn't have a chance. Tight coverage there by number 3, Owen Duggan, who knocks it away. So now it's 3rd down and 14 for the middies. Substitutions for the Lions. 75 jogging off the field. Alex Bronco, senior defensive lineman. I expect them to blitz and blitz heavy. DeLeon has it. Nate Rom comes into the huddle late as well. Stayed on the field. Vigent, Berrios, far side. Rom, near side. Tight end offset left. French, single back set next to the shotgun snap. Fake handoff. Throws it deep. He underthrows it. And there's 2 flags there. Correction, Nate Rom gets the pass interference penalty. Penalty was at the 25-yard line. It is not a spot foul, however. I think it's a 10-yard penalty. We'll see where they mark the football. He got hung up. I've seen dates with less hugging than that. Just bad play. Number 6, Evan Canny gets called for it. Looks like the swat will be at the 42-yard line. Single back set, blitz. Dan Jakes picks it up. Owen French bashes around, does a quick spin move. Looked like he was on the lacrosse field. Ball appears to be out down at the 37-yard line. Second down and a short 5, it appears. So middies are starting to move a little, but the clock is ticking fast. 5:32, 5:25 to go here in the third quarter. Middies need to get going. Need to find some wind underneath their sails. Rom near side again, outside the hash. Vigent, far side, outside the hash. Soft zone, Owen French has the ball. They went after Lyric De Leon, and French gets it across the 30 to about the 29. So either a good fake or a bad attention by the Lions defenders gives it 1st and 10 for the middies inside the 30 at the 29. 4:55 in counting. They went after him. It was a good handoff. Down below that, I don't recommend getting that side head going sideways and lowering your head to somebody's knees, but wasn't too much punishment by Owen French there. So 1st and 10. Same this time. Vigent comes tighter inside the hash. Lyric De Leon looking. He's got some pass protection. Fake. Holds on by Lyric De Leon. He's going to take it across the 20 to about the 17, maybe the 18, maybe 17-yard line. Let's see where they spot it. They're standing on the 18, so it'll be 1st and 10 middies. Balls at the 18 of the Chelmsford Lions. Lions make some quick substitutions on their D-line. 3 D linemen jog out. De Leon wearing the perfect 10. Owen French is a single back set. This time, Vigent goes outside the hash to the numbers. Shift on the defense. They're still playing zone. Owen French takes the handoff. He bashes. He's running up. He's going to lower his head across the 5, inside the 5 to about the 3-yard line. Where he was taken down, they're going to spot him at the 5, I believe. Chelmsford was arguing that they had the football, but I think he was down by contact. That appears to be, I appear to be right. No small luck in that. So ball's at the 4-yard line. 1st and goal. 3 minutes, 8 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Middies trailing by 29. They need to get this touchdown now. French single back set. Dan Jakes offset as the tight end to the left. Same formation as last play. Jump. No, Lyric De Leon keeps it. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, middies. Lyric De Leon, 4-yard touchdown rush at 2:35 to go in the third quarter. Middies are on the board again. It's 41-18, PAT pending. So I don't know if that's a fake or what it is. It happens far too often for it to be anything other than planned. So it's annoying to traditional football fans, I think. And now they're going for 2. De Leon and French set back. Rom wide out to the left here. They're going to take the blitz, are they? And French goes up the middle for the 2-point conversion. So it's now 41-20. Middies trail by 21. And you got to put it on the right side. Mr. Steck having another rough evening. So really, don't pay attention to the scoreboard. It's 41-20. Middies trail by 21. You put it on the wrong side, Mr. Stack. Sorry, the comedy in the booth is truly Abbott and Costello. Mr. Stack put it up. Now he deducted a point from the middies. Oh, he's got it right now. With 2:35 to go, the scoreboard is correct. 41-20, middies trailing. Way to upset the home fans. Points are hard enough. Freitas kicks it away. He scribs it. Oh, it's kicked around. It's a free ball. Picked up by number 11. Oliver Ilg, a senior running back, 5'9", 180, saves the day for the Chelmsford Lions. Bernardo Freitas gave everybody a heart attack. Squibbed it on the ground, but when he kicked it, it hit a Lions up lineman. And so it's a free ball. Middies had a chance to go after it, and there is an injured Middie on the play. That appears to be Reese Pintal, who's holding his shoulder. Now he's looking at his quad. Who can tell? Trainer's over there looking at him. He's trying to shake it off. She's trying to get a look at it. Oh, it's just blood. Blood on his knee. Can't play that way in football anymore. And it's a carry by number 11. So, Oliver Ilg saves the day, gets a carry. He takes it over the 40-yard line to about the 44-yard line, gain of about 5 or 6. It'll be second down in about 4. 2:10 to go and counting here in the third quarter at Beaudry Field. There you go. He takes it again. Ill gets the first down. He's still running. He's spinning before he's taken down and grabbed around the ankles by number 9 and number 6. So number 9, Noah Murphy. Number 6, Evan Zarowski. Just a bulldog. Correction, a bulldozer in a sandbox right now. Ball's at the 41 of the middies. 127 and counting here at Beaudry Field. So middies need to make a defensive stand here. Tight formation for the most part for the Lions. Man in motion. He's going to hand off to the sweep back. Oh, they get him right at the line of scrimmage. In on that tackle, Dan Jakes, I believe. Correction. Evan Zarowski in there. And middies make a defensive line change. So the middies did contain him. He gets 0 on the play. But it's the same plays they saw in the first half, so really the middies should be ready for this. Middies have 3 defensive linemen, 4 linebackers. Ilg again. Ilg has it. He's met after a gain of, 2 or 3. He got across the 40. They're going to give it to him, the 38, before he's brought down by a host of middies. Bottom of that pile is an injured middies lineman. That looks to be number 68, who's injured. Oscar Rosa, sophomore defensive lineman, and they're going to come out and help him. And he tried to jog off the field. He never really went down. I don't know if the middies had to call timeout or the officials graced them a timeout because of the injury. But that's the end of the third quarter, so through 3 quarters complete, the middies trail by 21. Score is 41-20, Chelmsford Lions. They have to learn to win. They have to learn to lose. They have to learn to play 48 minutes of football. Waiting for Chelmsford at this point to open the fourth quarter. They're on offense still.
Chelmsford has 3rd and 8. Middies 39.
It's a quick hit. Hill drops the football. Do the Middies have it? There are 3 Middies down there, but who came up with it? Number 52 for the Lions saves the day again. Jack Myers, the senior captain, digs deep and gets it. That was there. 72 McConger, I believe, is the one who knocked it out. McConzie, not McConga. Ball's at the 38-yard line, so it'll be 4th down and 8 for these Lions. Not sure what they're going to do. I think they're going to go for it. Not taking their foot off the throttle. And probably too short. A punt would probably go in the end zone. So why get net only 22? Or 16, really. Snap. Moriello looks back. He drops. He drops again. And the pass is incomplete. Coach Vinny Macy, if you can hear him, is yelling that there should have been a hold call on the play. They were holding the defender. Don't know, didn't quite see that. Moriello's pass is incomplete, so the Middies will take it over on downs at the 38-yard line. Maybe if we can see that again, we can see what Coach Macy is yelling about as we're waiting for the Middies to get out there. So not quite sure who he was yelling about. There was some on the right end, the right side of the offensive formation. The defensive end got held up. Didn't get there. In the middle, there was just a conglomeration, a mass of guys, and nobody could get through that. So, again, that could be it as well. De Leon and French in the backfield. High snap again. That's got to be planned. And they get back to maybe the line of scrimmage, the 38, possibly a loss of 1 on the play. We'll see where they mark it. And the ball gets back out to the 38, maybe the 39. Nope, so it's no gain on the play. So, and French is limping off injured, so they have to make a back change there. And coming into the game appears to be filled in. De Leon gets the play. They stay with the run and get it. Andrew Berrios comes out here with Chad Vigent. Appears to be lined up on sides. You have to wonder sometimes. Single wide receiver out that side. Phil Dinn gets it, and he gets dropped at the 38-yard line. Loss of about 3 on the play. Now it's 3rd down. So loss of about 5 on the play, really. 4 on the play. Because that's the 38-yard line. Ball's at the 34-yard line now. So it'll be 3rd and 14 for the Middies. 9:36 to go in the 4th quarter. Vigent, single wide receiver to this side. Dinn remains the single back. Trips to the left of the formation, wide side of the field. Soft zone coverage, and they drop out. They're challenging the Middies to throw it. Oh, and De Leon gets out. He's going to get up to about the 38, maybe the 40. He's going to take a pile of guys. He gets out to the 44. That's some body punishment he took. Picked up off the ground by his running back, Phil Dinn. But still, it's 4th down and about 5 yards, it appears. Ball's at the 44. Need to get to the 48, so really it's 4. That's amazing he was able to get out of there. He's playing the right music there. Wrong song, right lyric.
Hey, let's go 52.
Middies come out. Lyric De Leon with some hand signals. Vigent near side, this side. 2 wide receivers outside the hashes. Oh! He throws it. Number 3 with the reception. Chad Vigent with the catch and the Middies first down. Vigent caught that like a pop-up behind home plate. Great play by the catcher and wide receiver. He saw that little bloop throw. Didn't have to tag anybody, but he did get tagged by two Lions at the 40. But still, the Middies are still driving. Ball's at their 40. Clock is running. 7:46, 45 and going. Vigent comes back again, stays right on the numbers. 2 wide receivers. Tight end offset here. Actually, looks like they have, no, single tight end. Middies are curling their line a little. Owen French takes it up the middle. He bashes through some people. He punishes some Lions at the 30. Inside the 30 to the 29. 1st and 10 again, Middies. 7:21 and counting. Clock stops to move the chains. It'll start immediately afterwards. Middies will huddle up. That was a beautiful play. He just lowered his head. He got right by, I think, Tierney Honan. Cole Tierney Honan was the lineman out there in front of him, but he couldn't find anybody to block and couldn't keep up with his running back. But nice play by the 2nd generation, maybe even the 3rd generation Middie football player. DeLeon alone in the backfield. Trips to the left, double to the right. Vigent out here to the right. Lyric DeLeon throws it over the middle. Tries to throw it to Andrew Berrios. That was another one of those dangerous passes. That was not where you needed to go. It might have been who he needed to throw it to, or who the play said he needed to throw it to, but that was not a good play. So Cole's dad is Jay Honan, who was, again, another member of that 1988 Super Bowl champion Dracut Middies football team, who beat Beverly High School in the Super Bowl at Gillette Stadium, then Foxborough. I think maybe his grandfather, John Honan, also was a Middies football player, but I'd have to ask. Both played for the legend Ed Murphy if they did. And Lyric DeLeon lets it out, throws it. Does he have it? We have a flag on the play. And the ball was not caught. There's an injured Middie on the play. That looks to be number 2 down there, Nate Rom. Flag on the play at the goal line. So let's see what we got. They're bringing it back. Pass interference. So yes, they hit him in the back. Number 21 hit him as he was waiting for the pass. So Nate Duggan gets called for the penalty, so they're going to march it off. It'll be a Middies first down. Let's see where they spot it. Looks to be inside the 15 at maybe the 14. We'll find out momentarily. And yes, it's just inside the 15. Tail of the football at the 15. Nose of the football closer to the 14. 2 wide receivers to this side. You got Vigent and Berrios. Snap. Owen French takes the delayed handoff. He gets stopped for a loss of about 2 or 3. Stopped in the backfield by number 4. Joseph Nordengren, again, the senior captain. Makes a stop, 5'10", 165. Certainly looks bigger than that with shoulder pads. So it'll be 2nd and 13. Ball on the 17-yard line. This time, single back set. He throws a screen pass. Owen French is going to fight for it, but again, he loses 2 more yards. Tackled on the play by number 52, Jack Myers. So Middies are moving backwards. They're completing passes. They're getting the ball into the running back's hands, but it's just behind the line of scrimmage. That was supposed to be a screen pass, but the lineman was behind the halfback, and that just doesn't work that way. Matt Lacerda comes off the field in this case. He looks gassed. Lyric de Leon jogs back on after getting a call from Trevor Knight. Middies, 5:06 to go, trailing by 21. They got to score right here, right now, if they're thinking about winning. If they're thinking about just completing the game, then so be it. But Middies fans are clamoring for some action. Trevor Knight upset. Guys are not in the right formation. So Middies have two timeouts remaining. Again, there needs to be a sense of desperation for the Middies. They need to go for it right now. Delayed handoffs, if they work, if the Lions aren't expecting them, are great. Middies, if they can find a tall receiver who can out-jump or out-muscle the Lions' defenders, linebackers, safeties, cornerbacks, have a chance there. Matt Lacerda back into the game. Middies need to be ready to punish somebody out there. Chad Bidgent going to the far hash with Darren Dorenzen out there as well. On this side, Berrios, Rom, single back set with French. He releases, he throws it over the middle. Oh! Number 2, Nate Rom gets hammered. Almost had it, it hit his hands, but that's incomplete. So now it's 4th down and 13 for the Middies. That pass was a little late, I think. He had enough air under it. Oh, Rom should have caught that. Even if he was going to get hit, he had that in his hands. He cannot do that. What are they doing to Lyric de Leon? His lineman just picked him up. He dropped his mouthpiece. And Coach Trevor Knight is out there on the field. So apparently there's a penalty on the play. And it's a personal foul roughing the passer. The Lions were a little late with their hit on Lyric de Leon. He released it, and then was hit. So the Middies will take it, but they need to make it count. Ball's at the 10-yard line now, or inside the 10 at the 9. First and 9, really first and goal. It is first and goal as the yard markers are down. High snap. Owen French takes the delay. He goes up the middle, gets maybe to the 5 before he's tackled by a host of Chelmsford linemen, led on top of that pile by number 55, Hunter Hoffman. Dan Jakes jogs off to the side. Do we have another? Oh, we got an injured Lion at this point who's kicking and not screaming, but kicking. Probably an abdominal injury, maybe. Oh, no. They're holding up his leg, so he's got a calf and a hamstring. Not too bad. He jumped off of the carpet when his coach grabbed his, or the trainer grabbed his leg. 2 trainers out for the Chelmsford Lions. Middies trainer is on the sidelines. Trinity ambulance is on, out beyond the end zone. Middies, I think, were hoping that they could do something for the Martin family with a win tonight. Jake Martin, Dracut firefighter, unfortunately passed away late last week. His wake was last night at the Tingsboro Funeral Home, adjacent to the Tingsboro Bridge. His funeral was this morning at St. Francis of Assisi Church in East Dracut. We do thank the Andover Fire Rescue and Pelham Fire Departments, amongst many others, for manning the Dracut station so the Dracut firefighters en masse could honor their fallen brother. Martin, of course, was a second-generation Dracut firefighter and a volunteer forestry firefighter as well for the district. I think it was District 6. So walking off the field is number 4, Joseph Nordengren, the senior captain, 5'10", 165. Middies will come back to the line of scrimmage, which appears to be the 7-yard line. 2nd and goal. Triple wide receivers to the left side. The formation, Vigent on the inside. I'd expect it to go to him. He'll be mano a mano with a tall but lanky defender. And instead they go to the other side. They fooled me. Interception! Interception! Jesus. And the pass to number 5, Darren Dorenzen, was intercepted by number 1, Gable Gray, the senior captain. So the ball will come out to the 20. Middy's golden opportunity averted. Just a bad thought. I mean, I get it. You throw to that corner, but he vastly underthrew his wide receiver. You either throw it on the line or you throw it out of bounds. You cannot throw it under, especially with underneath coverage. De Leon will learn from these mistakes. And he's only a sophomore, so he's got time. Merely hope he learns very quickly. Blitz. Jakes gets taken down. Aaron Nem makes the tackle just past the line of scrimmage. I believe that carrier was number 11, Ilg. Looks like Ilg, although it could be number 14, which would be Braden Coderre, sophomore wide receiver, but I think I'm right. Number 2 is in there as well. That's Sky DeJesus, the junior backup quarterback. So the Chelmsford has changed quarterbacks with 3:30 to go, leading by 21. Nope, correction. He's in there, but it's still number 16, Moriello. Man in motion, number 2. Quick handoff. They're going to run that little sweep action. He gets inside. He's going to the races. Dan Jakes is the only man that's going to catch him in this case. Danny Jakes needs to push him out of bounds, and he does, but not before he gets to the 15, maybe the 13-yard line of the Middies. 1st and 10, 3:02 to go in the 4th quarter. So that's the nail in the Middies' coffin. Just bad tackling and bad reading by the Middies' defense. They needed to know that. That call has been made all day. He cuts inside the edge defenders and outrates Danny Jakes and number 13, Miles Lumsden. So Lumsden is quick, looks quick, but maybe needs some time down on the track to work on his sprint speed to catch up to him. Dan Jakes a little bigger. Maybe you don't expect him to run quite that fast. Moriello stays man in motion. Quick handoff again, no quarterback keeper. And he's going to take it inside the 5 to about the 3-yard line. 1st and goal for Chelmsford, leading by 21. 2 minutes and counting here in the 4th quarter. Logan Anello makes the tackle at the 3. So, the clock continues to run. Officials have indicated that the clock is going to run through, so this could be the last play of the game. It could be one of the last ones. Moriello takes the snap and kneels down at the 5-yard line. Actually, that's about closer to the 10. So they'll move it back to the 9-yard line. Loss of about 4 or 5 on the play. And this will be the way the game ends. A series of kneel downs and mercy by the Chelmsford Lions, but not before they thrash and scratch out a win against your Dracut Middies. Middies will be back in action next week. Yes, I did say next week, no more vacations. kneel down again. And so next week, the Middies will head over to Crawley Stadium to face the Lowell Red Raiders. 2 weeks from now, they'll host the North Andover Scarlet Knights here on Beaudry Field. We'll be back for that action. 7 o'clock from Beaudry Field, October 10th, Dracut High School marching Middies against the North Andover Scarlet Knights. Thank you for watching Dracut Access Television's coverage of Dracut High School football. Your final score is the Chelmsford Lions 41, your Dracut Middies 20, here on Dracut Access Television's Channel 22. I'm Mark Nichols. Thank you for watching. Good luck and good night.